single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Simply Sheeta, and I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on to make a video, but I've had a cold, I had a couple of things going on that I want to tell you guys about, as well as I have to get ready for the holiday season like everybody else. So today, on this Christmas Eve's Eve, I thought I would touch base with you guys, tell you about my VSG journey so far, and share some good news with you. So thank you for returning. Okay guys, so let me just get right into the nitty gritty here, because I do see I have some new subscribers. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. So I want to start by providing my stats, of course, because everyone wants to know your stats. So my very highest weight recorded was 328 pounds. My surgery weight was recorded at 308, and my surgery was held at the Pennsylvania Presbyterian Hospital here in Philadelphia on July 31st, 2019. And today when I weighed in, guys, I am currently at 252.4 pounds. Now, you guys know that in my last video I talked about having a weight loss stall versus being a slow loser. I definitely was in a stall. I told you guys it took me so long to get that scale to move. But I also realized, and it may have something to do with my age, it may have something to do with me not having a thyroid, but the bottom line is I realized I am not going to get the numbers that sometimes other people may get. And that's fine, because I'm not here to compare my journey to anyone else's. I'm here to be a part of my journey, you know. So I'm okay with the fact that it pretty much is like a 4-pound loss since my last video. But I'm a little nervous, guys, honestly, about meeting my goal by the end of the year, which I told you I want to get to 250 by the end of this year. And we are, what, maybe a week away. Usually that wouldn't seem to be a problem for anybody that's at VSG, but again, I've slowed down, so I'm not quite sure if I'm really going to have to hustle for this, but I am pushing to hit 250. Part of the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys today about bringing this up and talk again about, you know, the weight loss stalls and my weight loss being kind of slow right now is because I'm learning and realizing that this surgery and this weight loss journey actually requires a certain amount of evolution as you go on. I'm not talking like, you know, Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. I'm talking about evolution in the word of, you know, you grow and you change to become better. Evolution can be defined in many ways, and when I looked this up, I actually found the best way to describe what I'm saying in the simplest terms on dictionary.com, and it simply says a process of formation or growth or development. And you have to kind of be in that mindset and evolve, you know, that evolutionary mindset, so you can evolve throughout your journey. Because what I'm finding, guys, now at 5 months post-op, I'll be 5 months on the 31st of this month, and what I'm finding is that I have to review what I've been doing and see if there's something else I can be doing better, something maybe I need to cut out, see what's different. And because of this, guys, I've actually decided that I'm going to start increasing my protein in the form of drinks. You guys know I do Gene Pro with Crystal Light. It's 30 grams of protein per scoop. So I can pretty much, if I drink 2 bottles, I can at least get that 60, the low end of the required amount of protein. You know, you should be getting 60 to 80. I've been trying to aim at the lowest end, but I'm wondering if that is actually causing my problem. So what I'm going to start doing is having the 2 bottles again, and anything that I eat is going to supplement, so I'll be getting a little bit more protein. And I decided to do that, guys, because I realized that I don't eat enough. And the weird thing about having weight loss surgery or any weight loss is, you know, when you don't eat enough, your body goes into starvation mode and it starts to store fat. So I'm going to see if that makes a difference, as well as, of course, increase my hydration. And starting in January, I will be working out, but we're going to talk about that in another video. But for the most part, guys, it is at this point in my journey that I realize that it's time to really stop and do something a little differently to see if it can pick up, my weight loss some more, or at least give me better numbers in January. It looks like I might, if I lose these last 2 pounds, I'll probably in the month of December with about 6 pounds lost. And I'm not mad, I am definitely not one to complain, because 6 pounds is still 6 pounds. I mean, I probably could have lost more than that doing keto for a month, but it's just the point that, I am still able to eat what I want to eat, even if it's a small amount. And I'm still able to pretty much have like a certain normalcy to my life. So I'm saying all of this to anybody that is thinking about getting the surgery, or someone that might be, brand new in the surgery. Don't think that whatever you're doing is all that you need to do. Like I said, it's going to take a constant, reevaluating what you're eating, what you're drinking, even your vitamins. I recently decided, guys, that it was time to switch up my calcium. Advantage, like a fruit chew, and it tasted like a Starburst, and I was like, you know what? I like these a lot better than the ones that I have, which is more like a chocolate, because I'm not like big on chocolate. So it just was a no-brainer. I was like, you know what? I'm going to switch over to those. Because you are going through like you've gone through a major surgery and a major physical change, your body is still adapting to eating smaller meals, taking all of the vitamins. It's very difficult when you are in this stage of the post-op surgery to eat a real meal. I told you guys that before. I am not able to eat a full meal. Most of the time my meals consist of just protein. And I don't know if that is something that I probably, that might be hindering my weight loss as well, because I don't eat enough. I might try to eat like a vegetable, but if I go for the protein as I should, I rarely get to the vegetable. I am about maybe 2 to 3 ounces, and 3 ounces is really, really pushing it far. But I've also questioned myself, well, maybe if I ate a little bit more at a meal, I wouldn't have the need for mini meals. Because I told you guys, I eat a lot of mini meals during the day. Not necessarily meals, but I tend to graze, which they say you shouldn't do. At the same time, when it's time to eat, breakfast or a traditional lunch or traditional dinner, it's not enough. It's not enough. Some days I wake up and I am starving. Like, I truly am hungry. A lot of people seem to think that you don't get hungry on VSG. You do. You still can get hungry. But no matter how hungry you are, you're still only going to be able to eat the same amount of food. And the issue becomes, really trying to figure out, is this really hunger, or am I bored right now, or, is something bothering me, and really ascertaining why you're eating. And right now, guys, I am really in a great place in my life. So usually when I'm eating, it is because I'm starving. I'm really, really hungry. But again, it doesn't matter how hungry I am. I'm still only going to be able to eat 2 ounces of food at a time. And I still have to sit and wait that 30 minutes before I drink a beverage. It's just the way that my life is now. It's just my lifestyle. And I don't think that some people realize that, you don't really just get to fall into this. It's something that your body is going to begin to train you on how to treat it, because if you try to do anything else, you will regret it. Period. You're going to regret it. You could try to gulp down the soda if you want. Trust me, you will be sorry that you did it, and you will never want to do it again. So that pretty much, guys, is my up-to-date VSG journey for you guys. Again, and I will forever say it, no regrets. I am adjusting to it very well. I believe I'm adjusting to it very well. My weight loss, I'm very satisfied with so far. I do have a ways to go, but at 5 months post-op, and I'm down, I think, about 55 pounds now, I'm not really, going to complain too much about it. So that's where I am. Guys, let me tell you what's been going on. A couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I had some things going on and I would make an announcement, and today is the day of that announcement. One of the things that I've done since I've spoken to you guys is I have retired from my job of almost 29 years. And I am so thrilled to be able to sit here and tell you guys that I've taken such a big major step in my life, and I do really owe it a lot to having VSG surgery. I don't want you to think like I wouldn't have done it without it, but it's a different kind of feeling that you get post-op VSG when you realize just how much you missed out on life. I work for a very great company, a large corporation with thousands and thousands of employees, and I made a lot of good money. I worked with some really nice people, and I really had no reason to leave other than the fact that I want to be able to really live my life right now. Money isn't everything if you don't have time to spend it or enjoy it. I used to have to take a 45-minute drive into Wilmington, Delaware, where I worked, and that was something that was becoming kind of stressful because I just always felt like I could never relax. I always felt like I had to, you're on 95, of course you kind of have to be aware, but that was starting to kind of get to me, as well as the fact that I simply hit the ceiling in my position. Because of my position, became more difficult to try to advance in, as well as the fact that my department that I work in, unfortunately, wasn't getting any newer work, which is never a good thing in any place that you work. So I just felt it was my time. I really did not want to be, years from now thinking about it and regretting not doing it. But I am so excited, guys, about my future. And because I know what I really want and need in life, money can't buy, I'm completely fine with kind of starting from scratch. And that's something else that I did while you guys were, while I was away. I actually was able to get a new job, probably within a week or so of me really deciding to retire. When I made the decision to retire, I put my resume out there just to see what would happen, fearing the isms, and I'm not even talking about racism and sexism in this case. I'm actually talking about ageism, There are a lot of people that look at experience kind of in a negative light because they feel like, well, if she or he has so much experience, they don't have anything to teach you, you know what I mean? But for me, although I'm doing very similar work that I've done all these years, I'm in a different industry, and that's what has me excited. I'm going to be learning about something totally different. I'm going to have the opportunity to meet totally different people, and the one thing I'm really excited about is I will be back working in the city of Philadelphia, which is home, and that has me really excited, guys, because one thing that I've realized is how much I missed out on the growth of my city. Working in Wilmington, I usually, when I would get off of work, I would get to my car and try to get back home, because I didn't want to get caught on 95, or if there was an accident, I was delayed, and I never went into my city. I never went into Center City, Philadelphia. And anyone that's ever been to Philadelphia or that's from Philadelphia, downtown Philadelphia, Center City, Philadelphia is a great place. It's an energy that is unmatched. It is just a vibe and a feeling, and there's shopping and there's food and places to walk and places to see and things to do. And I'm excited. I'm really excited, guys, about being back in my city. And I am sharing all of this because I, of course, want to document this for myself, because you guys know I do this, also for myself. This is kind of my legacy that I have for myself. Maybe one day my grandkids will, sit and watch videos of their grandmother on YouTube. But I'm also sharing this because I hope that maybe this will inspire someone else. maybe this will make someone else who might be in the dead job or the dead relationship, or just not really living their fullest life, maybe this will motivate them. Because honestly, guys, when I first decided to have weight loss surgery back in December of last year, it was simply about feeling better. It was just like, I want to feel better. I'm tired of my back hurting. I'm tired of my knees are starting to hurt now, and my blood pressure is high. I don't feel comfortable in my clothes. I don't feel comfortable in my body. It was like I was trapped, and it really made my life feel stagnated. I was comfortable, but comfort sometimes can be stagnating because you don't have a challenge. You don't have anything to look forward to. It's the same thing every day. It's the same routine. And I was slowly killing myself, and I realize that now, because now I'm really living. When you have VSG surgery, your body begins to heal itself almost immediately, and you don't even realize just how much damage you're doing to yourself by carrying excess weight until you start to lose weight. I did not realize how much better I would feel. And honestly, that's the only thing that makes me wish I would have did it maybe 5 years sooner or 10 years sooner, because I definitely probably would have felt better a lot sooner. But this journey has taken me far beyond, feeling better and looking better. A lot of people seem to be like scared to admit that they also want to do it because they look better, to look better. But, that is part of it. Like, yes, it definitely feels better to be able to look in the mirror or take a picture and not feel like, at the same time, the feeling better mentally part is what I'm relishing in right now, because it gave me courage, guys. It gave me courage to look beyond what was, always there. For 29 years, I got paid every week. I got paid very well. For 29 years, I didn't have to worry about, anything, because I had my job. And for 29 years, I did a job that I considered very well, that I can walk away with my head up as a retiree. And again, will never have anything negative to say about the company that I work for, because it gave me so much. I got my degree. They paid for that. I got my surgery, and they saved my life. So it's a bittersweet thing, because usually when you work with the company that long, you make a lot of friends and you get to know a lot of people, and you watch their kids grow up and things like that. So that will be the part that I will miss, the daily interaction of some of the people that I work with. But, we live in a time where we have social media and other things, so I'm not even really concerned with that. I figure the people that I've really been friends with and, that feel the same about me, we'll always be friends. But I just want someone, whoever is out there, don't be afraid to really get out here and live your best life. Don't be afraid to take a chance, to take a risk. I always admire people that, they have those high corporate jobs, and then they'll just quit and go open a bakery or something like that. It's brave, because you don't know what's out there. You don't know how the world is going to treat you. Would I have done this at 328 pounds, guys? No, I wouldn't have. Why? Because we live in a society where people suck. And I'm pretty sure that if somebody saw me walking there at 328, the two people that interviewed me would have probably looked at me very differently than they did see me walking in there with a lot more confidence, a lot more comfortable in my skin, a lot more excited about my future. My qualifications could get me any job, but the truth of the matter is, there are a lot of people that look at people of size and they automatically think that we're stupid and lazy, and they judge you before you even open your mouth. So being able to go in there more confident in how I looked made it easier to confidently express to them my skill set and what I have to offer, because I know my experience speaks for itself. So, yeah, get out there, guys. Don't do this surgery and settle for the same life. You know, really get out there and take advantage of having your health back. Take advantage of being without pain. Take advantage of the fact that, you know, you don't feel like because you were the biggest person in the room that everybody is looking at you. There's so many things that I want to do. And these things are not things that money can buy. There's a YouTuber named Clusiel, Clusiel, and she did a video, and I'm going to have to find it and try to see if I can link it, but go to her page. She has tons of really great information. She had surgery about 5 years ago, and she did a video, and she was talking about, basically to sum it up, how you don't really know yourself when you're, you know, when you deal with obesity issues or really, you know, weight issues. Because sometimes you tell yourself that you don't want to do this or you don't like to do this, and it has more to do with your weight than you think. I really don't want to try to misquote her on anything that she said, but basically, I really understood the video because I am now interested and excited about doing things that I told myself I didn't like or I didn't want to do. And it really was because of my weight. You know, I had convinced myself that I didn't like to go to places, you know, like outdoor fairs and stuff like that because of the crowds and there's nowhere to park. And I made excuses when actually it was because there would be nowhere to sit when my back started hurting. Or it would be too much walking and my back would hurt. Or it would be, you know, anything. You know, the seats are too small on the ride, so I don't like to go to the amusement park, you know. But it was not wanting to be embarrassed to be told I'm too big for a ride. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying on clothes in a mall, you know. I didn't want to get undressed. I wanted to do it at home. Even online shopping is something that I started to do more because it was easier for me to just order something, get that exact size, and, you know, take it from there rather than have the experience of going to a mall and shopping and doing things that a lot of people take for granted, you know. But this is the reality of a lot of people in the weight loss community life. You know, this is their reality pre-op. You know, there's a lot of people that's coming in now, you know, and, you know, they might have baby weight that they're trying to lose, or they may have gained weight later in life that they're trying to lose. But then there are a larger part of this community of people that has been fat their entire life. They have been mistreated their entire life, and they've sat out a lot on their life. And those are the people that I'm really talking to because I understand it. And I want just to encourage you that if I, at age 51, can decide to quit a job I've had for 29 years to go out here and get another job, despite my age, then you can do anything. You can do it. So you keep loving yourself, because that is our motto on my channel. You have to make sure that you love yourself more, but not just love yourself more, love yourself enough to really get out here and do what you need to do to be happy, and take a risk. You know, take a chance, because you only live once. And that, guys, is all I'm going to tell you today. I really, really wish you all a very, very happy holidays. It can be a trying time for some. My mother passed away 5 years ago on Christmas Day. And so I can relate to that, you know, feeling of the holidays not exactly being a cheerful time. But live a life of gratitude. Just live a life of gratitude, and you'll find yourself finding happiness in even the smallest things. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same. Like you're doing all this